Good evening. My name is Annie Wilson. I'm proud to be your programming supervisor for the FirstOntario Performing Arts Centre. Welcome to the PAC's second online edition in a series of Culture Days activities that we have partnered with St. Catharines Culture in presenting for our community. Tonight we welcome a zany bunch of individuals. We welcome Improv Niagara to present a free online improv comedy workshop that is for everybody of all levels. And participants are going to learn about improv and join in a few fun games. Improv Niagara is a really special up-and-coming organization in our region. They started in 2017. Dina Senior and Bree Watson started the ensemble. And they have been making laughs and making noise, providing workshops and jams and shows ever since. We're really happy to have them here today. They have a few friends as well. So I'm going to pass it over for some fun, and I will see you at the other end. Have a great time.
Hi! Hello! Hi, look, it's Victoria and it's Yogi! Oh, hi! Oh, hello! I haven't seen you in a long time. Oh, hello! And who's this? Oh, and Mickey's here, and we have, oh no, I can't see. Who is this? Is this Heba down there too?
Yes, I'm new. My first time.
Yeah, perfect. Yes, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, we're gonna have lots of fun. We're gonna have lots of fun today, I promise. I'm just gonna work my screen so you can see sort of these guys behind me, these goons behind me. Yeah, I've got my what's wrong, Mickey? You look perturbed.
I am, but we'll deal with it.
So we're all here at the sort of Improv Niagara HQ, and we're very excited to be able to run this Improv for Everybody workshop today. My name is Bree. I have been doing improv for forever, since I was a young child. I'm also an instructor at the Second City Training Center in Toronto. I run a bunch of different improv shows, both in Niagara as well as in Toronto. And this teaching improv is pretty much my favorite thing to do in the whole wide world. So that's me, but I would love it if you could meet the other two instructors that are going to be helping me today. We've got both of our kids instructors, so our teen instructor and our kids instructor here as well, in case any kids show up. No, they're going to show up too. In case any kids are like, but back away, Mom. I have the internet to do. So why don't we bring Simon and Dina up, or whoever wants to come first. I can put my mask on back up here. Okay. Bye.
All right. So intro to me. Hello, everybody. Hi, Dina. Hi, guys. So my name is Dina. I have also been doing improv since I was a very young child. I believe I started when I was around 11 or 12 years of age, to be exact. And I've done improv a little bit all over the Niagara region and a couple other places I visited here and there. I did running a show that ran for a weekly show that ran for 6 months in Niagara Falls called Niagara Soaps. And now here I am with Improv Niagara and Bree doing workshops and doing shows and all kind of that fun thing. So yeah, I'm from Welland. Woo! And here's Simon.
Dina, reply to this Sabrina who's saying.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, so who's transcribing that?
I don't know,
Sorry.
but hello, I'm Simon. I have been doing improv since 2015, so not as long as these folks, but hi, hello, yeah, that's me. I joined improv because I love the idea of effective communication, and I think improv is a key to that. So hello, that's a little bit about me. I'm gonna bring it back to Bree.
Yeah. Simon hasn't been doing it as long as us, but he's also not been alive for as long as us. So he's got time to catch up. Don't worry.
My child.
I am an infant. So we're just going to give you a little quick rundown of what improv is for those of you who don't know. And for everybody participating, just so you know, because we're live streaming, if it feels like we're talking to a not directly to you, it's because we're also cognizant that there might be people watching who are like, I don't know if I wanted to do this workshop today because maybe I was a little bit spooky, like Yogi, for example. are watching this right now. Watching us right now, exactly. But I will come back and we'll talk to us as just like as a group internally, as well as occasionally it'll sound like we're talking to a bigger audience as well. So if you're like, what? Who are they talking to? Know that's why that feels that way. So improv, for those of you who don't know, improv is it's theater. It's theater that is unscripted, right? So this is if you've ever done any acting before, or and you've had to memorize lines, it's like that, but not as hard because you don't have to memorize the lines. Well, some people might disagree with me. But yeah, so it's based on a principle called yes and, where we're accepting offers and we're positively reinforcing each of our offers, and we'll go into a bit more detail about that. But for right now, I guess all that you need to know is that it's completely spontaneous. It's very there's no script, there's nothing planned, and we're just taking it as it comes. So that's the big part about improv. Okay, but now we're zooming into the people who are participating straight on, and I would love it if you could tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? That's some good questions. Your name. I want to know one thing that you love. That's my favorite thing to ask. Just one thing that you love. And I would love to also know if you've done improv before, if this is your first time. And if this is your first time, have you done anything else kind of similar to this? Have you done any acting or any writing or anything? What's your artistic outlet? Your outlet. Anyway. So I'll go, I got a mouthful of marbles. I'll go, whoever puts your finger up first, I'll go to you. Yeah, go for it, Heba.
Okay, my name is Heba. And that's fine. I didn't do improv before, but right now I'm doing a small course just to learn. That's why I took the initiative to go. I like photography, sometimes painting. Never did something related to theater or anything like that. I love it, but I never was in a stage before.
Oh, well, get ready.
Very excited.
Good. Thank you. We're so glad that you're here today, Heba. Did you say you signed up for a course in addition to this one? Like you're taking a course elsewhere?
It's some course in Willow Art Community. They just do certain courses. Yeah, I'm doing improv there. Yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome. I've heard very good things about them. So
they are a very nice group.
Yay. Good. Awesome. Let's give it up for Heba. Yes.
Thank you.
Wonderful. All right. Who else would like to go? We've introduced ourselves, so just throw a little finger up if you'd like to. Not everybody all at once. Yeah, Mickey, go for it.
So I'm Mickey. I always I grew up just watching and being involved in theater and such. I really enjoy being able to be in front of people and kind of creating and trying new things. I've been part of Improv Niagara for, I think it's a little over 2 years now. And just it's my outlet, so I really appreciate it. One thing that I love, my artlet, and I guess what I love is basement lighting that either puts the glare on my forehead or is blinding you in the background. So I've moved 3 times so far. This is the picture you're going to get for the rest of the time, so sorry.
Mickey, you look great. You might not have an enchanted forest behind you like Heba does. That's okay.
Fake one.
Amazing. I love it. All right. Thank you, Mickey. Give it up for Mickey. Yes. All right. Who else have we got?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see Yogi first.
Go, Yogi.
Hey, Vicky, how are you doing, by the way? Nice to see you here.
Good to see you.
You too.
Small world.
We know each other from karaoke, so that was my creative outlet for a long time. I hosted karaoke. I'm a nurse by career. That's what I've I'm working at the St. Catharines Hospital. I did a lot of theater in high school. I went to, I originally went to university for theater, and then took a different path. And now this is Improv Niagara. I started taking classes with you guys. So not my first time doing improv. I'm getting used to this Zoom improv, which is nice. And I was saying to you yesterday, I love improv because there's so many opportunities to laugh with each other and at yourself. And I really love that. So thank you very much for hosting this and letting me be a part of it.
Aw, thanks for being here. Yeah. And now, Vicky, I've never heard you referred to as Vicky, only Victoria.
Yes, no, that's okay. Hello, all of you people that I don't know. I think there's 3 of you that I don't know. My name is Victoria. I've been an actor for a long time, probably longer than most of you have been alive. I was actually part of the original Improv Niagara back in the days when we were at Niagara Improv, and prior to that, Scared Scriptless was our original little troupe until it formed into the wonderful organization you see now. So my artlet is live theater and music, and I've been involved with both for well over 40 years. I'm trying to think. That's pretty much it. Improv is something that is probably one of my weak skills when it comes to doing theater. I'm always looking for reasons and ways to try to strengthen that, and I've found that the best way to get better at it is just to keep throwing myself into it and doing it. Trial by fire over and over and over and over and over again, and eventually I'll learn how to float.
Yeah, I love that. First of all, let's give it up for Vicky or Victoria. Okay, that's great. Yeah. If you see us doing this, it's because this is applause in sign language, and this way you don't hear us.
Yeah, too many claps at once is distracting.
Yeah, that's great. I love it, and I think I know a lot of actors have. It's a little bit more tricky for actors to get into the improv because you've got such a. It's such a training that's so set, and I think once you're used to that, and we take these sort of borders and we sort of dissolve them, it takes a little while for you to be like, wait, I'm allowed to do this. But I think once you get there, you'll see how fun and freeing it is. So we'll try a bit of that. Already the intro has gone much longer than I wanted us to. But Dina, why don't you run a very quick circle of names? Sound good?
All right, okay. Sounds good. Woo! Circle of names. All right. So that's how this is gonna work. So I'm gonna start it off, and I might say something like, "My name is Dina, and I really love dinosaurs." It could be anything. It could be something you love. It could be just something about you, something that you haven't already said in your little intro speech. So if I say, "My name is Dina, I love dinosaurs," if I pass it to Mickey, before he says his own thing, is going to say, "Well, this is Dina. She likes dinosaurs. And I'm Mickey, and I fill in the blank." And then the person after Mickey has to remember mine and Mickey. So it's a bit of a memory game. So the order we're going to go here, let's see. Let's do me, Mickey, Victoria, Heva, and then Yogi will be the lucky one to go last to remember everybody's little quirks and names and stuff.
And let's remember it's okay.
That's right. And if you mess up, it's fine. We're here to have fun. We can help you out. It's fine. But it's part of the little game, right? You want a little fun memory game. So I'm going to stick with, my name is Dina, and I like dinosaurs.
This is Dina. She likes dinosaurs. And I'm Mickey, and I have 2 children.
Okay. This is Dina. Dina likes dinosaurs. And this is Mickey. He has 2 children. And I'm Victoria, and I have 2 pumpkins.
Love it.
I'm making pies.
All right, so Heva's next.
Here's Dina, and she likes dinosaurs. Here's Mickey, and he have 2 children. And Victoria, have 2 pumpkins, and I have 3 children.
Oh, very nice. She beat you, Mickey.
Yes.
You gotta get to work, Mickey.
All right, Yogi.
All right. This is Dina. She likes dinosaurs. That's Mickey. He has 2 children. That's Victoria. She has 2 beautiful pumpkins.
Ooh.
And Heba, you have 3 children. No hints. And I'm Yogi, and I'm 3 deep.
Woo! Big round of applause for everybody. Woo! Awesome. So we are, yeah, I love your pumpkins, Victoria.
Is that a euphemism I'm not familiar with?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I won't tell. All right, so we're going to move on with Simon. Simon's going to do another little warm-up game to get us started, get us ready for a little more improv. So I'm passing it over to Simon.
Hello. Hope you're having fun so far. We are, what are you going to, 4 deep, Yogi, in a bit? I saw you doing it.
Oh, I thought she said 3D.
Right now, we're going to play a game that involves taking and giving focus. And how we're going to be doing that is if I start the game, I'm going to be making a repetitive sound, like any random repetitive sound, like beep, 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 beep. And so I'm right now taking focus by beeping like that. And one of the 5 of us in the screen will then try to take the focus by making their own repetitive sound. And once I making the sound before that, hear the other person make that sound, I will then give the focus to that person by stopping my sound. And then we're just going to keep taking and giving focus like that. So, is that clear? Any questions so far?
Okay.
Yeah, it's great. Once we get the game going, it'll be like much clearer too. So I'm gonna start the game, and then someone hopefully will take the focus from me. So I'm gonna go beep, 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 choo choo, 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 choo choo. Yeah.
Quack, 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 quack.
Blah. Blah. Blah.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Choo-choo, choo-choo, choo. Map, 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 map.
Oh, meow, meow, meow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And we're gonna stop there. Yeah. Great. Next game, we're gonna pass it on to Bree.
Hi, again. If it feels like we're going fast, it's because we only have an hour and we want to get so much in. Yeah. So the next game we're gonna play. Oh, good, guys, we're back on schedule. Wow. The next game we're gonna play is a game called Yes and we're gonna do it like if we were in a big old circle. I don't know why this circle's old. But yes and is the fundamental rule of improv. The idea here is that we're taking an offer, taking something our partner has said, we are accepting that offer, and we're adding a tiny little bit of our own contribution, in this case, to the story. So we're saying, yes, that's true, and here's another thing that I would like to add. So the way the game will work is very simple. We'll start a story like once upon a time there was a happy little burger. And then the next person in the list will say yes, and that burger never wanted to be eaten. And then the next person will be like yes, and it decided to run away from the burger joint where it had been prepared, etc., etc. And then we see the journey of the burger. We want to avoid saying no in this case, certainly as we're starting improv, we want to avoid saying no. And we want to avoid saying but, because but sort of stops the action from progressing. So as silly as we think this burger story is, we still want to keep the burger story moving forward. And that's how we're going to sort of cultivate this concept of yes and we'll get more, it'll become easier for us to accept offers and to build stories together. Do you two want to participate in this as well?
I would.
So, okay, great. So we'll have the order. Well, yes, I intend to do a great job. So it'll go, I'll start, and we'll do the same sort of pattern as we had before. So it'll be me, Mickey, Victoria, Heba, Yogi, then Simon, Dina, and then back to me. Cool?
Cool.
Any questions before we get started? Okay, great. Cool beans. Oh, I don't know why I was going to put my mask back on. Great. Now try to. Okay. Once upon a time, there was the ruler of a big kingdom named Herb.
Yes. And this kingdom was completely made of clay.
Yes, and most of the citizens of this this clay kingdom were diggers. They dug in the ground.
Yes, and the citizen of the kingdom had wings to move around the city, the streets and stuff to transport with.
That's amazing.
Yes, and every year the Herbanites would host an air show demonstrating their immense strength that they could fly this clay.
Yes, and the show will is always attended by everyone around the kingdom, everyone from different towns and cities, and they all flock to see the show.
Yes. And this year, everyone was talking about a very special guest who was going to be at this air show. It was the king from a neighboring kingdom.
Yes. And when Herb discovered his neighboring king was going to come and perform in the air show, he had some concerning feelings.
Yes, and he took these feelings to heart and decided to tell all the citizens that if this was not the best show, there would be consequences.
Oh.
Yes, and citizens were very, very afraid because we all know what happened the last time there were consequences from Herb.
Someone suggested for Herb to go for counseling because he's terrifying the citizen too much, and he's overworried.
Yes. And he got on the phone and started looking up local therapists that were suggested to him by his fellow Herbanites, which he had terrified.
Yes, and Herb found one that fits with him, and so he flew out of his window hurriedly to the counselor.
Yes, and the counselor, being a Herbanite as well, suggested the most logical treatment for Herb, which would be to eat clay.
So Herb, yes, and Herb prepared himself a very hearty lunch consisting of a clay sandwich with a clay salad and a delicious glass of clay to wash it all down.
Yes, and after feeling quite satisfied with his meal, he felt much better about the coming show and decided that he would no longer threaten the Herbanites.
The only problem with eating so much clay was that Herb found that all of a sudden he was very heavy and he could no longer fly.
So the Herbanites put him in a wagon and drove him straight to the scene, to the theater, so he can address everyone.
Waiting there for him at the show was the neighboring king, who was standing high, flying above everybody, and couldn't understand why the king wouldn't get up and present himself to him.
Oh. Yes, and the neighboring king took offense to this, flew straight down to Herb, right in front of him, and said, "What is this nonsense?"
And Herb, I got French all of a sudden. Herb being frightened by this neighboring king accosting him in his face, didn't know what to do, so he let out a large belch, which dispersed a clay bubble into the air.
At which point the neighboring king sniffed and was like, "Have you been feasting on your county's most bountiful clay offerings?"
Yes, and I think that it would help you prepare for the show by having a big bowl yourself.
The neighboring king really, really hated this idea, because he said, "No, I don't like to eat clay. Clay is for making things out of. You can build bricks, you can build homes, you can build shoes, you could even wear your shoes."
And let's remember that we want to say yes, so he's got to eat that clay anyway.
Okay.
Yes, and the crowd start cheering and urging the neighboring king to eat clay, so to taste their precious
Clay.
Yeah, so should I continue? I can.
Okay, we'll get Yogi to pick it up from there.
Yes, and based off the pure peer pressure of the audience, the king felt he was in a neighboring country. Maybe he should try the foods of their labor, and he decided to eat the leftover clay sandwich. And he took it in his mouth, and he took a great big bite and cracked all his teeth.
Oh no!
Oh.
Yes, and Herb saw this crisis unfold, and him not wanting to have the neighboring king hate the product of eating clay. He thought of making clay teeth, so that the neighboring king can eat more clay with his clay teeth.
Yes, and Herb called on the greatest dentist of the land, and he came on the double because he has express services, and he made clay dentures out of the clay.
Yes, and the neighboring king was quite happy because the clay teeth were much straighter than his original teeth, so he was quite satisfied about that.
Yes, and being satisfied, he sat down with King Herb to watch the show.
And
That's it.
great job, everybody! That was so wonderful. How did you feel about that? Was that easy for you all, or what did you think?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all easy.
We did it. It seemed so natural, Victoria. It seemed
No.
so like, oh,
Very,
interesting.
very difficult, because it's not there. There's no script,
Right.
and there are many, many cooks in the story.
True, that's true. So we've got to go with the story. We have to accept all the different directions that it might go. But know that the offers that you gave were very good, and they seemed very, very easy. You know what I mean? It seemed quite easy. So I guess a lot of the times it's like, okay, here I go. And you, by committing to it, you made it look that much easier and that much. I think that some people won't commit to it the way you just did, and they'll be like, well, I don't know, you know. But I think the commitment to it, which was very, was really awesome, and I think it definitely helped advance the story. So,
Thank you.
don't be so hard on yourself.
No.
Sweet. Okay, we're gonna move on to a game called Questions now. This one's for you.
This one's for me. All right. So, for those of you who have seen the show Whose Line Is It Anyway, this game might be very familiar with to you. So, we're in groups. I'm gonna put you. There's 5 of us. So, I'm gonna put you in groups. So I'm going to put Mickey and Heva together and Yogi and Victoria together. And what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 little scenes. And basically, you're going to talk one at a time, back and forth with your partner, but you're only allowed to talk in the form of a question. And so I like the questions, just to give you an example, are anything that starts with who, what, where, how. If why as well, yes, thank you, Bree. And yeah, anything begin with that can be a question. The tendency, like it can be tricky because you have to. Every single line has to be a question. But I mean, you can create some fun little scenes in this way too. So don't forget, it's still a scene. It's still a scene. There's still like maybe a theme going on, but you just have to talk in questions the entire time. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all there is to it. Simple, but not simple at the same time. But I know you'll do great. You guys are awesome so far. So I'm gonna have Mickey and Heva go first. Now from Victoria or Yogi, just to get them kick-started on a scene, we need a word for inspiration for them to start their little questions scene. So either just shout it out if you think of a word for inspiration. What was that, Yogi?
Jungle?
Jungle, I love it. Jungle is, so Heva and Mickey, jungle is the theme, and you are just going to talk in questions. And if I notice that you don't talk in questions, actually all 3 of us, if we notice that it wasn't a question, we're going to go, eh. So and that's okay. Mistakes are fine. And just know that if you hear that, you're going to have to rephrase in the form of a question. All right, you may begin. Jungle is your inspiration.
Okay. You go, I go.
What? How did we get here?
So many trees around. How many trees around?
Do you think I'm keeping track of the trees?
Do you think I care?
Oh!
Do you say that to all of your tour guides?
Do you care?
Would it matter if I did?
Oh.
How about a cup of tea? Relax.
Do you have
Sorry?
Do you have orange blossom?
Who cares? Who drink orange blossom?
Would you believe I do?
Why do you think I believe that?
Don't I have a trustworthy face?
What time did you wake up today?
Didn't you hear my alarm?
I'm deaf. No, sorry.
That was awesome. That was so good. So good. We're gonna end it there. Good job, Mickey. All right. Now this is gonna be a scene for Victoria and Yogi. So Heva or Mickey, we need a word of inspiration for the 2 ladies.
Rocking chair.
Rocking chair. I love it.
Rocking chair
is your inspiration. You may begin. Questions only.
I'm sorry, who's starting?
It
doesn't matter.
Yogi, either one of you can kick it off, but rocking chair is your theme.
How fast is this supposed to rock?
Is it not fast enough for you?
Is there a speed limit on rocking?
Didn't I read something about a provincial policy on rocking chair speeds?
I look like somebody who follows around you and watches what you read.
Can I get you a newspaper?
Do I look like I read the newspaper?
Do you have a television?
Who doesn't have a television? Wait, that's
Well, do you watch it?
Isn't it more interesting to watch things on the internet?
Cool.
What's on the internet that's worth watching?
Ooh.
Besides improv.
There are some rocking chairs on the internet.
There are rocking chair videos on the internet?
Do you think there are websites for that?
What's a website?
What about an app? Is there an app for that?
What's an app?
Isn't it a device where we can click on it and pick our rocking chair of choice?
Having trouble with the question.
That's all right. That was really
Yeah,
good. Awesome.
I think let's just cut that there. Everything I'm coming up with is a statement.
I know. And then
It's
sometimes
tricky. And I mean, if we were to do it in like a show setting, we would have everyone lined up and it'd be rapid fire. And the moment anyone hesitated or didn't answer in the form of a question to the judge's satisfactory, then you'd get sent to the back of the line. But it's fine. Like, it's kind of hard to do online, but this way I think it works out. But you guys did awesome. That was so good. And I'm going to pass it on to Simon with a new game for you.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you. That was so generous of you to say thank hello to me. Speaking of generous, that was a horrible segue. The next game we have is called Gift Giving, and this is a game where like two players are playing at a time. So, Mickey, can I use you as an example? Thank you. So I will give Mickey a gift, and I myself will establish the shape of the gift. So maybe it's a cylindrical gift like this. Ooh, where's the camera? Cylindrical gift, like a long cylindrical gift. If I wanted to give this to Mickey, I'm going to give this to Mickey toward the camera, and Mickey will then receive it with the same shape, and then Mickey will then will choose an emotion in his head. A happy. We'll choose a happy emotion, and then he's gonna amplify that while he's opening the gift. And when he opens the gift, he's gonna justify what it is. He's gonna identify what that gift is that I've given him, and he's gonna justify why he's so happy about that gift. And a trick to this game as well. I saw the telescope. That was wonderful. What a generous gift giver I am to give you a telescope. And a little tip about this game to make it a little easier for us who's receiving the gift. Just amplify the happy emotion. Well, like get very, very excited about receiving the telescope, and then say why you're so happy receiving this telescope. So I'm gonna start, and then Mickey, we're already kind of in this game. I'm gonna give you a different shaped gift,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give you this small, heavy, rectangular gift.
Wow, this is
Right? Right?
they're rewritable CD discs. I have been wanting to make mixed CDs for the last year and cannot find it. I have
Amazing.
a sweet summer mix I got on Napster that I've been waiting to put on CD to listen to when I drive to work. Simon, thank you.
I just know you so well, man. Oh, you're welcome. Yay.
Amazing. Reading my mind. Okay.
And then
Well, guys, I have a gift for Yogi.
oh,
Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. It's a bit big. I overdid it. Sorry.
Jesus. Go, Mike. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was so big we lost the camera.
I think I know what this is. Okay. It is! Oh my God! It's that old-fashioned easy bake oven. Oh my God, this thing. Like, I just hope I won't start a fire. Just one second. I'm gonna be making donuts. How did you know?
Yogi, look inside. Already donuts.
Oh,
yeah.
here, guys.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
You're
Well,
welcome.
as long as we're in the spirit of giving, I have a gift for you too, Eva. I've been thinking about you. Here we go.
I want to show it to the camera.
Don't take it.
Oh my God! A bird! Giving me a bird! For the last 20 years, I was visualizing this moment, and I'm like so happy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I hope we can find somebody to catch the bird for me because it's going all over the place.
I don't know anybody who catches birds. It's your bird now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. For the spirit of giving, I would like to give you something special, Victoria. It's in the shape of triangle.
Ooh, okay. I got it. I got it. Triangle. Isn't that pretty? My goodness. I wonder what's inside. How do I get into it? Oh, hang on. I peel down the tops. Oh my goodness. You shouldn't have. It's a ring. A diamond ring. Oh, Eva, I didn't know you flung that way. Oh, that's so sweet.
I was always in love with you since we were kids.
Oh, that is beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're
welcome.
My
goodness. Well,
I'm so happy.
Speaking of which, I've got a gift and I'm going to pass it back to, Dina. I've got something for you, Dina. Oh, hold on. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. It's in my pocket. Because it's very, very small.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's very, very small. I don't know if you can see it. Can you get that?
Oh, yeah, I got it.
There you go.
Wow, I can't believe you wrapped something this small. You're incredible. Okay. All right, I'm going to open it up.
Secret Asian origami skills.
Yes, it's a single sparkle from a can of sparkles.
Oh
my gosh.
Let's take a spark.
And that's your favorite color.
Yes, purple. Thank you. It's exactly what I needed to complete my Halloween costume. Yes, thank you so much.
We're going to call it there, folks. That was great.
good. Okay, yeah. Well, that was so fun. How was that? How did we feel about that one? Easy,
cool.
hard.
That was good.
Oh, and everybody's enthusiasm was so wonderful there. It's really, it's great because sometimes we'll play this game and people will be like, I don't know what it is. But everybody was just so giving, and so you really were able to sort of access that but I'm focused on my hair. Usually when I'm teaching, I can't see my hair. It was probably for the best. But everybody had such a wonderful positive reaction to it, and I think that really helped to infuse.
We are the best team ever.
Oh God. Okay. Great. So we're gonna play. Okay, folks. Do we want to play? Just jump to the day in the life. What do we think? Cool. Or do we want to play fast catch?
Up to you.
Okay, so we're gonna jump to a game called Day in the Life now, and this is a game that the three of us are gonna be performing for you. And we thought it was very interesting that one of the sort of elements of Culture Days this year is where they have sort of a day in the life kind of feature where they're going through from different towns and different regions in Ontario and in the country, and they're sort of examining the day in the life of that artistic community. It just so happens that in improv, there's a wonderful game called A Day in the Life. So we're going to sort of bring it to you. And because it's, well, I guess it is, who here is in St. Catharines? Okay, so Yogi and Heba are both in St. Catharines. And would either of you happen to have had a particularly interesting day today?
Yogi's 3 deep.
Yes, and it was because I had a particularly heavy day, I guess.
Oh, great. We're gonna interview Yogi a little bit, and then we're gonna sort of perform. So we don't have a lot of time. So Yogi, I'm gonna ask you quickly these questions. Okay. So run us through. So Yogi's just gonna tell us what her day was like, and then we're gonna improvise it back to her, and we'll see how sort of accurate it may or may not have been. So Yogi, tell us about your day from the moment you woke up today.
I woke up on the couch right behind me here. Right. Instantly got mauled by 2 dogs. It's a daily thing. As soon as you do the morning stretch or reach for the cell phone, they start like crawling up, and so I got a shower right away. And after that, I got up. I watched some Schitt's Creek. I love that show. I'm rewatching it so I can watch the 6th season right now. So
what season are you up to right now?
I'm on season 3, episode 4, the driving test. It may be behind me waiting to go on.
Amazing. You two, the well-versed in Schitt's Creek?
Yes.
Good.
Not the last season, though.
No, me too. I'm up to season 3 now, so this is perfect. I just watched this episode. Anyway, go.
So then my friend came over illegally because I'm supposed to be quarantining right now, and I am. But my friend's moving in 2 weeks, and so we made the choice to we tore everything out of the master bedroom, like took all the pictures off the wall, took the books down, getting ready to move everything out of that room. So
What's
it was a lot of work. My friend's name is Drew.
Is Drew a lady friend, a male friend, or a gender non-conforming friend?
Drew is my male friend. We've been friends in high school. Repeat roommates.
Roommates.
Yeah.
Roommates. Not roommates, but
No.
Okay, okay. No judgment. Okay, so
he doesn't love me. I don't have the right pause. It's all good. No, he's like my brother from another mother, and Lucas loves him. My son, we get along really well. So just trying to save some money. You know, the world's an expensive place.
Yes.
So did most of that today, getting the room ready for him to move into, and then his car was in the shop, so he asked me to drive him out to Niagara Falls, Lundy's Lane. And pick up his car for him. So we drove all the way out there. We get there. I said, "You want me to wait?" He's like, "Yeah, okay, wait a couple minutes." So I did. Then he gives me the thumbs up, and I get to go home, and I get all the way back to the dump. And he gives me a call, and he's like, can you come get me? I'm like, what do you mean? So I had to drive all the way back out to Lundy's Lane. I mean, it's not that far, really. Just had to drive back out because his car was still broken. It's been in the shop for like 2 days. So we ended up driving back and forth for a little bit. And then I came home, cooked some hash yogis for dinner. It's a homemade sandwich that we make here. It's 2 hash brown patties with eggs and cheese and mayonnaise and bacon in the middle. It's so bad.
Is there anything green in there?
No.
Depends on how old the eggs are.
Had a couple of those. Had a few of these after dinner.
Woo!
And and now we're here. I'm playing improv with you guys.
What were you drinking?
So originally my friend Robin and I were drinking sangrias,
Nice.
and I ran out of wine, and I had all the other ingredients from the sangria, which is Malibu and pineapple juice and orange juice and berries. So I made a non-wine sangria.
Okay. A sangria. I like it. Great. Okay, so we're gonna show you. Yogi's life. Yogi's day, I should say, not her life. And in masks. So here we go.
In masks.
Yeah, so we're masks worn today.
It's because we're all sharing the same space.
Okay, I'll let you outside. Oh, I guess I won't need a shower now. All right. Okay, guys, let's go outside. Do your business. All right. Ring, 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 ring. Hello, Drew?
Hey.
Hey, Drew. You coming over today?
Yeah, I'm gonna come over.
Oh, okay. You're gonna work on the living room?
It turns out I'm here right now.
Oh!
Hey, I love your dog and I love your son.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Lucas is still sleeping.
Oh, okay. Well, he's a grown boy. He needs to rest.
That's right. He needs to grow into a bigger growing boy.
I'm so excited to be your roommate and nothing else.
I know.
Nothing else. Mom? Lucas, everything is fine. You haven't seen anything.
Here, have a hash yogi.
Oh, we were just watching this screen together. Oh. Look at that. Oh, he's so nervous about his driver's test.
Oh, that's David.
Oh, David.
Oh, David,
He
you.
just has to realize that the guy doesn't really care. Ultimately, that's what the message of that episode is. Hey, listen, my car, I need to get it fixed.
Okay, I can take you.
Fantastic.
All right, come to the car.
What about Lucas? Is he gonna come with us? Because you know we get along so well.
Hey, Drew, I'm kicking my ass, Yogi. You go ahead.
Would you be okay if I was your dad one day?
Oh,
We'll find out later.
That's okay, we'll be back. Cut to Yogi's car. All right. So where is your car? You said it was in the shop?
It's at Lundy's Lane.
Okay, I know where that is. It's not very far.
No, there's tons of fun tourist attractions and then also my body shop.
Oh, look, the sundowner.
Oh, we should stop.
Okay. All right.
Oh, the government.
Back in the car.
hey, Drew, your shop, your car's here.
Oh, good, it's ready to go. You can drive away.
All right, I'll drive away.
Your keys.
Yep. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Okay, open the window. What do you smell?
I smell. Funny enough, I smell hash yogis.
That's the dog.
Oh,
Are you ready?
it's a little more sour than usual, so
It's all the hash yogis we have to throw out.
That's right.
Them out. Anyway, I need you to come pick me up. My car's still a piece of crap, and you can't trust anybody on London's Lane.
all right, I'll be right there. Let me pull up the window first. Come on in, Drew.
Hi. Thanks for coming to pick me up.
No problem. I can do anything for you.
I promise I'll be the best roommate you've ever had.
I look forward to it.
I love your son.
Mom?
There we go, gang. How was your day? Did you hear that well, or did it just sound like a bunch of people shouting?
No, we got it.
Okay, good. So that's a day in the life in St. Catharines. Thank you, Culture Day. Yeah, that's well. I was gonna say that's it, but we still have 4 minutes left, so we can either play one like big silly game, or if you have any questions before we sort of call it, maybe you'll ask questions. Are there any questions so far about what we did today, or anything?
I've got questions about like Improv Niagara. Like, what else are you guys doing right now?
Oh, that's very good. Thank you. I wouldn't have asked otherwise. I mean, we do have a show coming up, a socially distanced show coming up on the 17th, Saturday the 17th at 8 p.m. It's happening at the Queen Bean Cafe in Niagara Falls on Queen Street. So all the tables are like super socially distanced apart, and we're going to be super far from each other and ourselves, and we're going to be wearing masks. So it's a super socially distant show. That'll be a lot of fun. We may have something on Halloween, depending on how the numbers are going. Yeah, and also we're looking at resuming classes again. But again, we have to keep an eye out on numbers and stuff. So just stay tuned to our social feeds on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, if anybody is still on Twitter. And keep that's where we'll give you all the most up-to-date news about what's going on with us. Thanks for letting me plug that.
You guys find it hard to perform the improv with masks? Like here we are, we're performing with each other online, so we have a new kind of thing that we're dealing with here. But how about performing in person with each other with masks on? How does that affect you?
Do you guys have?
Well, I mean, as per usual, any kind of theater performance, any theater performer knows that you have to project. I do feel with the mask, it's even more so because they can't see your mouth moving, they can't read your lips. You need to enunciate all your words very carefully, more so than usual in a mask. But as long as you're projecting and really enunciating, I think we've done a couple shows wearing masks already, and people haven't said anything about not hearing us. Like people seem to understand, they're not all the right bits. So I think it works. You just have to be nice and loud and clear.
True. I think there's not enough, attention has been paid to how much we can communicate just with these things right here too, right? What about you, Simon? Did you have thoughts about the mask wearing?
Yeah, I feel like what you said just now, Brie, like my eyes, I feel like I didn't realize how expressive they were until I had to cover my mouth. And yeah, like now I'm even at work, I bring that to to work where I just kind of express the messages that I want to project through my eyes. I guess with performing it at work, it's just something I got used to and kind of found the fun with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a new thing that we have to adapt, right? Improvisers are typically good at adapting to new situations, so it's just a new thing that we have to, a new challenge, a new game for us to play. Yeah.
How do you find wearing mask with wearing glasses? Because it fucks when you.
I'm wearing contacts.
Same here. Simon, how are you doing today with those?
I would prefer contacts.
I hear you.
Yeah, usually if I'm doing a show, I found doing a show, it's much easier to do with the contact lenses. But normally I wear glasses, so I hate it. They just get so fogged up. But
yeah.
So it's just been more contact wearing for me.
And the trick is, if you're wearing glasses, you have to wear them over the mask, not behind the mask. That's the trick. Oh. I have performed with glasses and a mask, and that's what Simon's doing. Here's our model right here. Wear it if you don't want to get contacts.
They still get fucked up.
Very good tip, though. Thank you.
Great, I love it. We've hit the 8 o'clock mark. Any more questions before we call it quits? No? Okay, well, we'll do one more very super quick game. It'll last less than a minute, I promise. It's a game called Make a Machine. You're just going to make a bunch of noise together, okay? So the way it's going to work is one person is going to start making a repetitive sound and a repetitive movement, and then somebody else is going to join in with a different sound and movement, et cetera, until all of us are sort of working together, creating this big, beautiful machine that's never existed before. Okay, so do you guys want to start behind me?
Click, click. Click, click. Click, click. Click, click. Click, click. Click, click.
Before we go, what is the name of this what's the name of this machine that's never existed before?
Schizophrenia? I don't know.
Yeah, and what does the schizophrenia machine do?
Basta.
It backs up. Great job.
Good answer. Good answer.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much to the FirstOntario Performing Arts Centre for streaming this for us. Thank you so much for the City of St. Catharines for letting us, or St. Catharines Culture, their Culture Division for letting us do this as part of Culture Days with St. Catharines. We're so very grateful. Visit improvniagara.com if you have questions, or any of our social medias. I'm Bree, Dina, Simon. Thank you everybody for coming, and we'll see you soon, I hope.
Bye-bye. You're an awesome group.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, that was really fun. Thank you so much. I can't believe how quickly that hour went by. It was sort of just getting in. You probably just going for some time longer. And I learned a new word this evening, which is artlet, which I really liked. So it was nice to see everybody sharing in an artlet together. And it was just nice to have you raise our spirits. So thank you very, very much to the stellar experts of improv from Improv Niagara and friends for joining us here for this Culture Days event. I encourage you to follow these guys on social media. They always have all sorts of great programming, and they have been pivoting to adjust to these strange and weird times. But they do have some upcoming in-person shows, we're hoping, and it looks like they're going to start running their workshop series again. So do follow along and join in. Next Thursday evening, on the 15th at 7 p.m., we're going to have Waterwood Theatre with us, and they'll be taking us through the world of shadow puppetry. There are ways for you to get involved in advance, so be sure to check out the St. Catharines Culture page and to learn more about how you can create your own shadow puppets in advance of this workshop. And there are plenty of Culture Days opportunities for you to enjoy this month. So visit St. Catharines Culture for the full schedule. Yes, I will put up this note from St. Catharines Culture. We've had all sorts of great comments from friends that have been joining us. I didn't want to take up the screen with too many comments. I'll put a few up right now. Y'all my people from a Genevieve Jones, who I know performs with you on occasion. And this is a nice shout out from Shauna McLeod, who runs the Willow Arts Community. Okay, all sorts of great comments here. But it is time for me to wrap up for this evening. Thank you very much for joining us. It was great to see so many people out. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you again soon.